Hello. We're playing the sequel game. I can't remember what the first game was called. It was milk inside of a bag of milk inside of a bag of milk. This one is milk outside a bag of milk outside a bag of milk. And yeah, so I played the original and I really liked it, so I wanted to check out this one and go from there. Sorry, the game's a little loud for me. Maybe I can turn it up a little bit for you guys. There we go. Ooh. So just to let you guys know, this game has flashing heavy images, or flashing images and heavy images. So basically, apparently this game's supposed to make you really depressed. So let's get depressed. If you get too depressed, stare at the puppy dog. He's got really floppy ears. Whenever you bounce him around, his ears will bounce with him. It's really cute. That's why I have him in the background. Also, because I won him at round one a while ago. Same with the other guys. It's like I didn't know what else to do with him. So I was like, I'll just put him in the background. So if you get scared, you can stare at him and be good. Unless you're scared of stuffed animals, then just close your eyes when something scary happens. Speaking of eyes. This is how I feel on the regular. I'm walking to my room, trying not to look around. Playful shadows dance around me here and there. They dashed all over the walls, the ceiling. One of those shadows whizzes past me, touching my face ever so slightly. I smile and continue walking, paying it no mind. Sometimes it's so easy to lose self-control and track of time, spinning in a joyful dance. But I'm in a bit of a hurry here. Mom told me to go to bed. Bed outside of a bed outside of a bed. But then will be bed inside of a bed inside of a bed. I walk past the kitchen on the way to my room. The door is shut, but I can still feel the chilling air coming from the other side. My first thought is that there's a living corpse blowing into the keyhole, laughing mockingly. Ahaha, that's so silly. I'm absolutely sure we have no corpses in our kitchen. I know for sure that we've never had any corpses in our kitchen. I'm absolutely sure that I break into a run and dash toward the closed door. The shadows intensify their chaotic dance. Are they trying to stop me or calm me down? I don't know. It doesn't matter right now. Don't you get it? I wave my hands around as I run, trying to chase away my annoying pursuers, but then I suddenly realize that I won't be able to stop in time. I've got no other choice but to break the door now. If there's somebody inside, I'll surely scare them to death. But wait, how can I scare to death someone who's already dead? What if it actually revives them? No. I don't want that. What do I do? I couldn't fully complete my thought when my shoulder hit the door and it flew open. As I expected, there was no living corpse inside. But there was a bag of milk I bought today, sitting right there in the middle of the table, watching me with its unblinking eyes. I stare back. Nothing happens. Although, what exactly did I expect? Gratitude? Have I done something that warranted it? A bag of milk probably doesn't care whether it's on the shelf, in a store, or on the table in my mom's kitchen. On the other hand, nobody would drink milk inside the store, which means I took it from the safest place in the world and into the scary unknown. I'm so sorry, you poor thing. I turn away in shame and leave the room in a hurry. I only bring others trouble. I walk toward my room through a narrow corridor. Oh, God. Oh, fuck yeah, dude. Let's open this pit up, motherfuckers. Let's fucking go. Warp tour. Let's do this. This sucks called fucking anal... This song's called Anal Drainage. It's on our new album. You can get it at the fucking Hurley tent. Let's do this, brother. Anyway, I meet a familiar formless creature at the door. It locks me in its clutches and starts sniffing every inch of my body like a hungry dog. I'm not struggling. I know it's useless. I just stay silent and endure its tight grip that stops me from moving. God, what the fuck is going on? After sniffing me from head to toe, the creature holds out its ugly paws, bearing a single claw, thin and sharp, like a blade. Again? I stare questioningly into the monster's bottomless eye sockets. Don't move. The creature squeezes my hands until my veins start bulging, and I just keep staring into black cavities where its eyes should be, ignoring all pain. It's like the porcelain doll I broke from my mom's eyeballs sunk out, and honestly, this is what it looked like. It scared the shit out of me when I was 5 and haunts my dreams every day. I'm gonna turn it down just a touch. I've promised so many times, stay put. The moment it says that, its claws pierces my arm. I don't feel anything other than the barely discernible crawling under my skin and the ring of tightly sprung sinews. But then the claw injects its venom into me. It hurts. A white veil in front of my eyes. A white veil appears in front of my eyes. My fingers cramp and start twitching frantically. I lose control over my body and slowly slide into the floor. Or slowly slide to the floor, just like last time, but why? Why do I feel so hot? I feel my blood boiling up. Strong shivers run through my body, paralyzing every single cell, while my veins and arteries heat up, almost bursting from that pressure. I try screaming, but instead of producing words, I vomit thick, milky foam. The creature notices it and throws itself at me in anger, grabbing me by the throat, while keeping the poisonous claw inside my arm. Kill me. Kill me. Hysterical screams resound through the corridor. In a fit of madness, the creature starts scratching my neck. Bright splashes fly everywhere, hitting the walls with a loud sound. I try to imprint where every drop fell in my memory so I could gather them all later. I need to remember. I need... A new wave of pain washes over me. Everything turns pitch black in an instant. Say it. I'll never drink milk ever again. I say it. I'll never drink milk ever again. Say it again. I'll never drink milk ever again. I'll never drink milk ever again. This is what happens when you drink milk. This is what the lactose intolerant people feel every night. Demons piercing your skin. Oh, they added some color to this, because in the first one it was all red. Very trippy. I mean, we still got the trippy visuals here going on here, and I really like how this character looks too. And I mean, it's still got that unique art style, especially with that like blood, not like blood red, but it's like almost like a blood orange, honestly. It's more orange than red, I feel like. It's like blood orange, in the middle-ish. I finally get to my room. I'm so tired of all this fuss. Thankfully, I still feel comfy and warm in my room. Even the weird sounds coming from the outside don't make me anxious at all. Mom told me to go to bed. so I need to perform all the needed preparations. I've washed my face, and now I'm standing in front of the mirror with a toothbrush in my mouth. I look at my reflection. It shows absolutely no desire to sleep. Yeah, I get how you feel. And there was a time when the last minutes before I sleep were my favorite time of the day. I loved anticipating the inevitable moment when the reality and the dream world would clash. I woke up from that moment's sake, lived through the day for it. My biggest dream was to sleep all day long. It would have been so cool, but the dreams always slowly but surely slipped away. As if somebody fished them out of my head, one after another, until nothing was left. And now I have to sleep again, even though I don't feel any need for it. Honestly, that's how I feel when I sleep. I'm just kind of like, whatever, just sleeping to sleep. And I'm having the weirdest fucking dreams. After finishing my face, I usually reach out for my pills. It's funny, but I have no idea how they work separately since I always swallow them as a bunch without thinking. I do the same thing. I only take one pill, but like when I was taking multiple things, it was like, Dad, just throw them all in at once. Now I want to have a better look at it, to twirl it between my fingers, chew on it. I do anything to stall for just a little bit more time. A smooth, protruded red capsule is looking at me. It's covered in a murky, semi-transparent film, but I can still discern its contents. So what do we have inside you? I gently press on the capsule from both sides, and to my surprise, it turns out to be soft and squishy. I press harder and the capsule pops. Sticky, bright red liquid pours out. Filthy. The pill flies straight to the waistband, and I start rigorously washing my hands. No, there's no way I'm drinking that. Next was a flat pill of the same blood red color. There were some letters printed on it. Oh, I get it. This is the medicine that makes me really sleepy. Well, it's not the type of sleep I want. That's not it at all. It's fake. No. I don't even want to look at it. The pill flies into the waste bin as well. The next half an hour goes by in a similar fashion. I study every pill from all sides, and then I find a reason not to swallow it. I invent my own medicine instead, and enjoy swallowing them one after another, letting myself drown in their healing effects. Hey, my neck doesn't hurt anymore. Hey, my hand doesn't hurt anymore. Hey, my head doesn't hurt anymore. Hey, my heart doesn't hurt anymore. Hey, my stomach doesn't hurt anymore. Hey, my eyes don't hurt anymore. How come I didn't think of this earlier? This is so simple. I need to brag about it to someone right away. But not to my mom. She'll just scold me. And she's sure I'm already sleepy. She's sure I'm already sleeping anyway. I don't want to disturb her without reason. I'll think of something myself. Besides, I just really want some small talk. I wonder, who's going to be my conversation partner? Hey. Alright, let's see what shenanigans we're getting into now. God, this room is a fucking disaster. You have a sink in your room? Oh, okay, we're like talking to ourselves. This is fucking weird. Hey, long time no see. You know we're only supposed to meet once per day, right? Why does your voice sound so grim? Naturally, I've read the manual. Judging by the pictures, the overdose side effects are the usual headaches, dizziness, exhaustion. Basically, nothing I can't handle by myself. After all, now I know how to do it. You didn't reply. Aren't you even a little bit happy? Not even the slightest bit? That's not true. You need to go to bed. No. You've been in control for way too long already. It's my turn now, alright? I'll just stay silent until the medicine's effects wear off. How about that? Hey, you can't do that. You need to do your best to make me feel better. That's exactly what I'm doing. What a bully. Actually, why am I even worried about this? In reality, I don't need you. At all. I'm so energetic and I feel great, which means I can do anything. And you can only watch and agonize over your uselessness. I can imagine how angry you are right now. What makes you so happy all of a sudden? And why would I be sad? Remember yourself a couple hours ago? I don't know what you mean. Stop lying. Nuh-uh, I still don't understand. Whatever. Unlike you, I won't forget that pathetic, snotty girl for a long time. She just whines and whines all the time. Don't even try ruining my mood. I want to have fun while we're together, alright? So you're the one calling the shots now. Yeah. Well, let's see how long you can last. We'll see. Yeah. Am I really that pathetic? I am too, so I don't fucking blame you. Say something. I can feel tears streaming down my cheeks, hanging from my chin, and then falling on my clothes, burning holes in them. That was fast, but not unexpected. Hey, at least I tried. Go wash your face, then we'll decide what to do with you. It's like your depression talking to you. It's like constantly telling you you're pathetic and shit. I'm in front of a mirror again. I keep staring at my reflection, trying not to get distracted by the sneery looks the walls are giving me, trying not to drown in their giggling. But then me in the mirror also shows me a creepy smile, bares her teeth at me. I shut my eyes, but that doesn't help. It wouldn't have helped even if I sunk through the floor. I start counting in my mind. 2 squared, 2 by 2 squared, a squared squared, a square pyramid squared, a pyramidal structure cubed, a pyramidal structure hypercubed. I feel better. But my head is splitting apart now. How do you feel? You're mocking me, right? I'm obligated to ask you this at least a couple times per session. A session, huh? You don't like that word? I'm fine. No, you're not. I don't know why, but I thought I'd be able to take control. I was almost ready to. I was sure I'd be able to change something after all. After all, I was able to buy milk, you know? Yeah, you ought to know how challenging it was. See, that's why I love self-checkout lanes. You don't have to worry about anything. Is that why you threw away the medicine? What a stupid decision, right? Whatever it was your decision. Does it even matter? And what do you think? I can't be sure about anything, and you don't take me seriously anyway. Then why'd you do that? I felt like I'd be able to fight it on my own. It's true. The pain subsided for a bit at that time, but now I feel it's triple in force. It hurts so bad. Just drink your medicine already or I'll stop talking to you. No, don't abandon me. Dejected, I reach out for the shelf with my medicine. I swallow the pills one after another, chasing away the unpleasant visions that keep floating up in my memory. And yet, my mind still draws a terrifying picture. Lumps of coagulated blood in a transparent coating travel down my esophagus, scratching its soft walls, leaving behind furrows. I shake my head violently. I don't care if it makes me feel dizzy or worsens my pain. I just don't want to think about something so repulsive. You still haven't changed. What do you mean? You're afraid of being alone. This worries you much more than pain. Yeah, I guess. I toss the last pill into the air and catch it with my mouth. Trick shot, baby. Oh. God, this is going to be a lot of self-reflecting. I'm not exactly like this, but sometimes I feel like it. Goddamn. I lie on the floor. I look at the ceiling. I can clearly hear water running in the metal pipes up there. I hear the cracking of concrete blocks that will someday surely fall on my head. That is definitely a thought I've had. I'm like, I'll lay there and just be like, what if my apartment just collapses in on me? They say it's newly renovated, but it's like, well, quality for things sure do go down every time they get renovated. But I'm not afraid of that at all. I can't imagine my death coming from above. Rather, it's rearing its claws from somewhere below, waiting for me to lose focus. I want this sweatshirt. Do you want to talk about it? No, I've had enough talking. What do you want to do? Oh, well, what do you want then? I just want to lie down for a bit. Are we laying on a bed? I can't really tell what we're laying on here. It's like we're floating in space. Even the ceiling is bound to collapse. It won't be today. Can you stay silent, please? I need to get my thoughts in order. Okay. You're right. Where'd my cursor go? Oh, there it is. I carefully extract thoughts that are yet to be fully formed from my head and lay them out on the ceiling in orderly rows. Now it's my corkboard. In hopes of seeing the whole picture, I switch them from one place to another, pile them on top of each other, scatter them around. In the end, I throw them off my hand. I throw them off with my hand, annoyed, and start over. I can't do it. You can always imagine your thoughts as something small and swarming, like cockroaches. Ew, I hate cockroaches. Can I make them fireflies? Yeah, and you can believe your eyes if 10,000 fireflies were to... I think I've made that joke another fucking time. I don't mind either way. I hate you, Owl City. I hate that you even... You would not believe your eyes if your depressing thoughts were fireflies. Swarmed in and made you feel like shit. I don't even have time to blink before my thoughts, they're fireflies now, start whirling all over the ceiling of their own accord, forming whimsical patterns. I can only observe them and wait for the right moment. It's just that moment doesn't come. The mocking sounds of flapping wings coming from the ceiling makes me start losing my patience. Enough. I hate you. Oh, she sleeps in like a sleeping bag. She doesn't even have a bed? Damn. Yeah, you can definitely tell this person's depressed. Like, all this garbage here. Clear signs of it. Dead plants. God. Very scattered feeling. I spring to my feet and scream at the top of my lungs. The firefly scattered. Just because you have a bunch of trash doesn't mean necessarily that you're depressed. Like, my apartment's clean and I'm fucking depressed out of my mind. Good job. Now start over. No way. Unstable behavior makes you look bad. I don't give a damn. So that doesn't bother you? Should it? She kind of looks like a younger, like, Kawakami from Persona 5. But just really fucking depressed. This was her growing up. God, I mean, I wouldn't have been surprised. No. A lot of people act like this. Really? There's nothing shameful about snapping at someone if you have a reason for that. You did have a reason, didn't you? You surely get better, believe me. And now, start over. You're at it again. What do you mean? Never mind. And I've changed my mind anyway. Please don't stay silent for this long anymore. I'm having a hard time without your help. Fine. I raise my eyes to look at the ceiling once more. Sadly, all my fireflies seem to be hiding somewhere. I need to find them. Forget about them and go to bed. No, you don't get it. If I'm thinking about something, I need to finish my thoughts, or else. I glance around the room. There are too many places for a creature as small as a firefly to hide here. They can be anywhere. Suddenly, I hear a deafening rumble. The clock just hit midnight. It's so late already, but I can't go to bed right now. Will you help me? Please tell me you'll help me. Come on, stop bullying me. You promised to talk to me. What were you thinking while lying on the floor? What do you mean? You should know it better than anyone else. That's the thing. I have no idea. This is weird. Will you tell me? Oh God. What the fuck? What am I even looking at? What the fuck is this? What is this? I can't... It's like a bird? Like, that's the eye and that's the beak, maybe? I feel really stupid. Oh, wait. Is it their sleeve? I roll my sleeves and start rubbing my eyes intensely. They're so itchy. Why are you crying? My eyes are itchy. Did you drink milk? I wonder. If I tear out all my eyelashes one after another, will my eyes stop itching? I wonder if I tear out all my eyelashes one after another, all my eyelashes one after another. If I tear out all my eyelashes one after another, what have you done? I need to gather the glass, and then I need to have a bath, and then... Here, drink some milk. Oh, no. I died and felt some first death. Oh my God. This is what milk does to a motherfucker. I stand in the middle of the room, my mouth agape, gasping for air. I need to stop putting my arm on the fucking table. This table that I have is so shitty. It just wobbles around like crazy all the time because it's a cheap, shitty fucking Walmart table. I stand in the middle of the room, my mouth agape, gasping for air. I think I just experienced death. I don't know any other way to explain what happened. Well, that was surely something. Will you tell me or not? About what? Let's look for the fireflies instead. You're acting weird. Yeah, this is the part where she's acting weird. Okay. Help me instead of running your mouth. I've already had enough adventures for before bed. I need to gather my thoughts quickly. I'm going to move my mouse a little bit. There we go. I need to gather my thoughts quickly and go to bed. And my thoughts are hiding from me. Oh God, this chick needs help. To be honest, I have no idea where to look for them. Maybe in there. Me neither. I guess we'll have to tear the whole place apart. No. And no. If I make even the smallest messes here, I'll feel really bad. Your place is already a mess. All the things should stay in their places and that's it. Why? Are you trying to come up with a reason right now? You don't have to tell me. Who, me? No, of course not. I think you forgot to put up your mind block. I can see through you. Rude. Alright then. So we need to find a bunch of tiny insects inside a mountain of junk without moving anything even an inch? Yeah. My oh my. I have an idea. Last time, becoming a visual novel character helped me achieve my goal. Now, I want to become a point-and-click adventure game character. You know, those games that have moments when you just look at different objects and something inevitably happens. It sounds so fun. And what about the things you use regularly? Do you refuse to touch them as well? It would make it even more interesting. This is so childish. And want to know what's the best part? You'll be the one doing it. Oh no. Oh yes. I start panicking as soon as I get in a multiple choice situation. I'll just keep changing my mind and end up crying and running away. Do you want that to happen? You're such a handful. You've already proven that you're able to make decisions. Why not continue on that road? Come on, don't be so boring. I was just teasing you. You don't have to bear the whole burden. Asking for help is a reasonable decision too. Let's begin already. I go to the middle of the room and look around. Where would I hide if I were a tiny firefly? Ah, this is so thrilling. My heart gets warmer from the pleasant anticipation. Hey, what? Look down. I look down. After a moment, I smell a small ball of light and warmth crawls out from under my sweater. Wowie. Dude, this is something I've been thinking about too. Are there just less bugs in the world right now? I haven't seen a firefly in so long. Like, we still have fireflies, right? Are they endangered? Is that a thing? I've just been thinking about it lately. I don't know why. There's smoke coming from your clothes. Whatever. There it is, the firefly. I carefully grab the firefly. It's pleasantly scorching to the touch. I put it on my shoulder. I'm sorry, little guy. Time to come home now. As if it was an order, the firefly slowly drifts up, circles around my head for a bit, and then flies into my ear with the speed of a bullet. It tickles. I can't remember, it might have just been on the Trash Taste podcast, I'm not sure, but somebody got like their ear or their nose cleaned out or something, and there were bugs in it, like the wax and shit. It's like, what the fuck? Could you imagine just dealing with that? What the fuck? Okay, and I also, for this video, I tried to put the box in a spot where it wasn't going to block her stuff, but now I realize it's blocking my... It's like, there's just not a good place for the box. That's why I'm trying to read it out as much as I possibly can, so I apologize. If you want me to put the box back down, I can, but I guess it just doesn't fucking matter. This games hate me. I'll end up putting the box in the wrong place all the time. One down. Let's look for the others. Yeah. We're gonna collect all the fireflies together, guys. What the fuck is happening outside? Oh, now it's actually point and click time. I look at the mound of pills and it makes me feel dizzy. I don't want to think about it. I don't. What's wrong? I've almost skipped my dose for today. How reckless. I could have died. The ultimate... Hey, calm down. You've already fixed that. Yes, because you ordered me to. Things could have been much worse. Yeah. I heave a deep sigh, come closer, and extend my hand. Wow, it's warm. The moment those words leave my lips, one of the bottles overturns. Pills rain down from it, and along with them, a firefly. Hooray! After circling above my head a couple of times, it finally lands in my palm. The firefly rushes up my arm, and upon reaching my shoulder, crawls straight into my ear. My mind becomes a bit clearer. I don't like where this is going. I feel like something really bad's gonna happen. I tilt my head backwards and almost fall over. The closet is hanging under the ceiling. At least 300 feet off the floor. I don't know about that. Are you joking? Even though it's my room, not everything here is for me to use. Whatever. I don't care. Yeah, I don't care at all. Like, totally, and I'm definitely not worried. Not even the littlest bit. Not even a smidgen of the littlest bit. Not even 1,000th of a percent. That's how much I don't care. Hey, I'm not even done telling you how much I don't care. From this moment on, I'm ignoring you. Oh, no, you don't. Then act normal. Or be a butthole. That's fine, too. This is my sleeping bag. It's soft and warm. I'm sure that no living creature would be able to resist the temptation to spend a minute or two inside. They'd want to dig deep into it with a couple of favorite items, close their eyes, and then... Hey, did you fall asleep? Huh? I gently slapped my cheeks to return myself to senses. It's already way past midnight. Usually I'd be sleeping like a log at this time, but right now, I can't. Let's continue searching. Hey, maybe we'll find something inside? Nah, my thoughts don't have a feature of putting it to sleep. Quite the contrary. They always cause insomnia, just like tonight. Okay. Sure. There's like a little mouse hole down here. Oh. Oh. God, what in the fuck is happening outside? Oh, we're looking for fireflies as doomsday is happening outside. I'm gonna click this. Oh, it won't let me. Toothbrush? I turn my eyes towards an inconspicuous shelf near the mirror. There's a glass with a toothbrush sitting on it. A small towel is hanging nearby. What a wonderful sight. My fireflies are smart and good. They would never get in there. They know about personal hygiene. Okay, let's look somewhere else. Let's look in the garbage. Get close to the waistband and look inside it with curiosity. Pill packaging, notebook pages, and other garbage. Boring. There's nothing here. Indeed, no self-respecting firefly would hide in a heap of garbage. Can't disagree with you here. I feel like I just have to check everything. Maybe in here. Oh, I doubt it. All the compartments are locked. What if? I don't even want to think about what's inside. Who knows what I'll end up imagining. Okay. Umbrella? The umbrella emanates a faint sense of coolness. No wonder. It's the only thing that defends me against the thunderclouds that gather under my ceiling. It's such a blessing that I can do it without my help. Still, a firefly won't hide in a place like that. It will catch a cold and be unable to fly. You don't want to check it? Why? I'm sure we won't find anything there. You're the expert. I look at my laptop. I haven't touched it for years, so it's covered with a layer of dust as thick as my finger. A bizarre item. I fear it. Why? It's a long and boring story. Wonderful. Tell me about it. I insist. I don't remember how it appeared in my room. One of my parents probably brought it here because they couldn't find a better place for it. They didn't prohibit me from using it. On the other hand, they encouraged me to do so. Sure, I spent my whole days in front of the screen. Games, drawing, engineering, calculator, 3D modeling. So much fun stuff to do. You had amusing hobbies. Yeah, I did. Before entering the web. Imagine this. You're a hamster that lives underground. You have everything for comfortable living. Did you imagine? As always, your analogies are spot on. Okay, I imagined. Alright, so you're a hamster that lives underground. You have everything for comfortable living, okay? Okay. Wonderful. And here's the situation. You're a hamster that lives... Okay, I got it. Do you want to talk about something else? Yeah. You'll end up returning to that subject anyway. On one wonderful day, someone digs you up from your hamster house and brings you to the pet store. Now, your new home is a cage. It's way more comfortable and warm compared to the underground. And the most important part, you have a lot of neighbors here. Their cages are identical to yours, and the other hamsters look identical to you, too. That means you are all the same. Apart from the fact that they were born at the shop. You'll ask, what does that indicate? And I'll tell you, nothing at all. I forgot what I was talking about. Gosh. Okay, let's start over. This time, try to avoid stupid hamster analogies. You know, I'm not at fault here. So, I had a lot of friends online. Tens, hundreds of them. Possible to count. Is it impossible, though? I had exactly 317 of them. Although, I guess nobody counts the exact number of hamsters when they walk into a pet shop. Hey, don't get distracted. Oh, right. From my 317 friends, 68 were into gaming, just like me. 130 of them like drawing, just like me. The remaining 119 were into calculators and 3D modeling equally. And when I say equally, I don't mean 59 and a half friends on each side. Alright, you can't split numbers evenly, you can split numbers evenly, no problem, but math doesn't work like that when it comes to friends. A major conundrum, right? Get to the point. I knew, of course, that no real people exist on the web. I also understood that all my friends die the moment I turn off my laptop. But I still wasn't even a bit worried. Why? Do you know what computer programs consist of? It's just a combination of numbers, which means my friends are also numbers. Isn't that amusing? I think you need to lay down. Not really. Why do you call them your friends? I mean, everyone who shares my interests is my friend, and I don't care whether they know about my existence or not. Anyways, as I was saying, every program has its own algorithm and purpose. It's mathematical formula. And if you solve that formula, you'll be able to predict the program's behavior at any moment. The longer you speak, the less I follow. You don't need to follow me around, just listen. I sit on the floor and the laptop screen ends up right in front of me. The only thing reflected in it is my dim face. A web person is just a random picture and a random string of letters. Words and actions from the web person are just executable code. Hey, let me know if you need a break. One day, someone appeared from that point on. Oh my god. Listen. Lady, shut up. Oh my god. From that point on, my laptop was always on. There are no real people on the web, but he was good at pretending. At some moment, I let him trick me. Hey, look. Huh? Suddenly, a firefly slowly crawls out of the laptop's vent grill. I reach for it. It gets on top of my palm, blinking all the while. I think it's trying to say something. I can see that myself. If only I knew what looks like a cipher. Don't you want to crack it? I changed my mind. I have absolutely no desire to find out what it wants to say. The firefly stops glowing for a moment after that. Then it starts glowing again, as if coming back to its senses. For some time, it thinks about the further course of actions, then flies up and dashes into my ear. Let's continue searching. What about your story? You must be mad at me for interrupting you. I'm sorry. If you do everything right, I'll finish my story. Maybe. Do you promise? I promise. And if you forget, then remind me with a code word, for example. What code word? I'll think of one later. And for now, let's keep searching for my fireflies. The Steam notification thing, the achievement unlock thing, always, I'm like, what the fuck was that? Like every time, I'm like, what is that? Let's see. I guess we could look at this book. This is my sketchbook. Half of the pages are blank, which means it'll still be good for a couple of years. You draw that rarely? Why? Isn't that obvious? If I run out of pages, I'll have to buy a new sketchbook. I can't get to the stationery store on foot. I'll have to take the bus. Do you even realize what kind of nightmare that can turn into? Well, maybe you can ask your mom to buy you one. Buy what? Ask whom? Can you even form coherent sentences? Can you? Don't play dumb. Ask your mom to buy you a notebook instead. Instead, so you want me to perform a string of actions, but you're also telling me to do one instead of another? Then how would I decide which action to take? You're so dyslexic. Man, you're a tough case. You lack empathy. Is that my fault? I get closer to the sketchbook, stepping over the wires, the sleeping bag, the cracks in the laminate, and the window's reflection. The sketchbook is lying on the stool. From my height, it seems like the stool is missing 2 legs. I squat and look again. All the legs are in place. Will I be able to think of an interesting allegory? Oh, let's not go there. I stand up and study the sketchbook from inches away. Its pages are pure white. The last drawing is buried on the previous page. The way it should be. Too bad. I'd love to see it. Maybe next time. A sudden gust of chilly wind breaks into the room and makes the pages rustle. Oh no. I shut my eyes. A distinctive sound of pages turning echoes with headache in my head. I know what's going to happen. The rustling has stopped. Even though the wind is still howling from every direction, it can only mean one thing. The notebook is open on the first page. If I wait a little longer, the wind will close it. I won't have to look. If I wait a little longer, open your eyes. No. It's okay, just do it. No way. I know you're lying. Calm down. No. Calm down. No. Calm down. No. Calm down. No. Fucking hell. Just calm down. Fine. I open my eyes with utmost caution. The notebook is still open in the middle. No drawings. Nothing. The pages are still pure white. Did I imagine it? I don't know. Did you? You're the smart one here. You tell me. Next time, don't close your eyes. What did you do? I couldn't finish speaking because the pages started moving again. Don't close your eyes. Don't make me do it. I'm scared. Trust me. The rustling grows louder. The pages lift up. I can almost see the outlines of drawings in previous pages. No way. Everything that is in the past should stay in the past. You couldn't convince me. That's it. I'm closing my eyes. Look. Look there. A barely visible light seeps through the pages. With every new gust, it becomes brighter and brighter. A firefly. The wind immediately stops for a moment. The world sinks into perfect silence. But only for a moment. The buzz that has always been haunting me fills the surroundings. But it doesn't matter now. Goodness gracious, little boy. You made me so scared. The firefly blinks, flies up and enters my ear, buzzing loudly all the way. It spends some time looking for the perfect spot in my head, but then its buzzing dies down. Phew. Are you okay? We're running short on time, so let's continue searching. I've managed to gather my thoughts, but something still worries me. On the other hand, I wasn't supposed to be happy anyway. Why not? Sorry, I need a stretch. I feel like I get stuck with being like hunched. If I lose something and then find it, it's just going back to the starting point. No changes at all. A zero sum. And happiness is always about being positive, right? Definitely not. You shouldn't think too much, it hurts you. I feel like I should tell myself that more often. I want to sleep. How about you get some fresh air before sleeping? What do you mean? Well, go to the balcony, breathe in some air. Somehow, those words triggered a panic attack in me. I subconsciously step away from the balcony. I don't think it's a good idea. Why? This may sound silly, but I feel like someone is watching me. There's no way somebody cares about you that much. Just for a couple minutes, okay? Just stare out to the balcony. My apartment building looks like a bottomless cooking pot, but instead of soot, it has hundreds of concrete and metal boxes on its walls. There are lights in the windows. There are muffled voices coming from the inside. The howling wind spirals up and splits into hundreds of independent streams. It seems like it wants to be heard by every person living here. It must feel so lonely, living in endless silence. I wish I lived in endless silence. Are you kidding me? I hate my fucking neighbors. Your apartment building is pretty weird, isn't it? I could see the horizon from my window before. The building grew for miles in both directions. I guess at some point it circled around and closed on itself. Nothing unusual about that. How do you feel? I definitely feel sometimes more than enough. Still, you're anxious, aren't you? Sorry, there was like this weird sound the game was making, and I thought for a second that there was someone in my place. Ugh, I fucking hate that. Still, you're anxious, aren't you? Dude, I am always anxious. Are you kidding me? I overthink every little thing. Every time I go into therapy, they're like, Justin, I think you overthink things. And it's like, oh, really? You think? Wow, I haven't thought of that. Oh, wow. Big breakthrough we're making here. Of course, moreover, I'm completely terrified. Was it that obvious? You're looking in every direction, but not up? Ah, this. I've already told you, haven't I? It's the big looming eye that's looking over you. Is it God? About what? Ah, you know, small stuff. Can small stuff make you terrified? It's hard to explain. I climb up the metal railing and let my legs hang down. I sneak short glances at the abyss from time to time. It replies with angry, cold breath. That's how we interact, like old friends. Sometimes I feel like the whole world pretends to be crazy. As if it's trying to make me believe in something that doesn't exist. That's weird, isn't it? Yes, but at the same time, it makes me feel a little bit happy. Everything around me was created for my sake. To deceive, trick, confuse me. If that's true, I guess I'm not so crazy myself after all. You believing in this is the definition of crazy. That is, yeah, you're probably right, yeah. I mean, that's the first step, right? It's just admit, like, alright, I need to get this shit figured out. Another gust of wind blasts against the pot's walls, smashing the glass to dust and blowing away the concrete crust. I, on the other hand, feel a gentle breeze that only ruffles my hair. I still haven't come up with a code word. You were the one to remember your promise. You don't need a code word anymore. I don't like when this happens. I don't remember certain things only when I want to. Nonetheless, you made that promise. And I'll keep it. But you need to keep in mind that from this moment on, every word will bring me pain. I bend down and imagine falling into the abyss. I have exactly 2 minutes before I meet my end. Oh no. Don't. No. Did you jump off the fucking. Ah, you did. Oh no. I love this animation too. It's fantastic. It's so simple, but yet. God. It's so nice too. Once again, it's just got a certain style to it, and you're like, this will stand the test of time. I had a friend online, my best friend, even though the combination of letters he used instead of his name wasn't that cool. While the combination of pixels he had instead of his photo was also boring and unattractive. So strange and wrong, breaking the rules of being online. Why was he doing that? Maybe his code was a few lines short? I don't quite get what you mean. I could tell you about those rules. You can't find them anywhere, but I'm smart, so I figured them out myself. Although, I'm not sure if I should divulge them. Why? When I try to say what I think out loud, I tend to make mistakes. Yeah, that's how I always say something fucking stupid and embarrass myself in front of everyone. If I make just a single one, everything that comes after contradicts my thoughts, and I end up with the opposite position. I don't want that. According to that logic, it'd be better for you to keep your mouth shut forever. I wish I could do that. Fuck. Yeah, that's my dream. Wait. Oh, I probably shouldn't be relating to this person. Keep my mouth shut. Never get up from bed. Never see or hear anything. Just dream on and on. Oh, why is everything so terrible? Don't get distracted. So, what was that about your friend? My friend? Ah, yes. He was brazen enough to. Come on, gather your thoughts. He somehow made me believe that he was real. He kept describing someone else's life to me in detail, as if it was him, and he expected me to do the same. And then I told him everything about myself without hiding a single thing. I grit my teeth. The wind whips my face without mercy. It slices my skin into uneven stripes, as if it's a piece of thin cloth. He knew more about me than anybody else in the world. You know what else he did? Or you know what he did? Why, yes. Sending an army of bots to harass me was probably fun. And what's most important? It was a win-win situation. I spawn here and there, simple bits of code that are effortless to run. No wonder the algorithm assigns that pattern more often than the others from the list. Text and video generators get to work at the same time. My name surfaces on the web more and more. It's unbearable, unbearable. From around every corner, every balcony, ceiling, attic, wall, I always feel many pairs of watchful eyes directed at me. And now they watch me from the screens too. But I'll put an end to it. I've decided a long time ago. Though, maybe I only decided that only my body finally crashes into the ground, smashing into millions of tiny pieces like porcelain. It's my second death for today already. I'm cold. Let's go back inside. How many times do you die in this game? Return to my room. Thankfully, it hasn't changed one bit during the minutes I was outside. Without a second thought, I go toward my laptop and yank the power cable from the outlet. That's it. That's it. That's it. What are you going to do? What's with this silly question? I'm going to sleep, of course, hoping that tomorrow will only come after a year or a decade. Imagining myself to be outside of my mortal shell, but at the same time, still being me. Ridiculous. Like milk outside a bag of milk, and yet... You don't have to talk out loud for me to understand that you're worried about me. I know that already. I also know that our time is running short. You won't take another pill. Of course not. In fact, I won't take it tomorrow either. And the day after tomorrow. And never ever. It's a goodbye then? No. I have one more small favor to ask. A really, really small one. What is it? I've blurted out way too much today. A lot of stuff I don't want to forget forever. I don't blame you. But was it really necessary? You'll see tomorrow. No, I wouldn't be able to sleep like this. Fine, what's the favor? I nervously scratch my wrist and bite on my lower lip. Wait a minute. You're afraid to tell me. Yes. I'm also scared that something bad might happen if I tell you. I'm also scared that when something bad happens, something way worse will happen. Stop. I get it already. Still, I won't leave you alone until you tell me. Bully. No, you. Yes, go to sleep, please. You need it so bad. I crawl into my sleeping bag. The lower part of the room is very cold. I hurry to wrap myself in blankets, even though the electric heater is working hard to keep me warm. I'm sad because the dreams just won't come anymore. You won't believe me if I tell you how I dealt with it at first. Of course I'll believe you. I know. It was a joke. Well, anyway, I washed my face, brushed my teeth, lied down, and started imagining that I'm watching a dream. I didn't sleep at all, of course. It always looked sleepy in the morning. After a week of insomnia, I started feeling weird, seeing things. Letters floating in the air, strange silhouettes that appeared in the most unexpected places. Bulging eyes with trembling, pale pupils. Scary, you know? Then one day, I almost died. I just collapsed in the middle of the room and couldn't move for a while. And then silhouettes. Letters and eyes were hanging over me and hissing. It was horrible. And well deserved, I guess. I felt like I was caught on the biggest lie in the world. Yes, it felt exactly like that. After that, I stopped. But the silhouettes, letters, and eyes stayed here. I guess they like this place. They always follow in my wake, peeping at me. And I'm kind of scared of them. I can't even argue with them. But today, well, I'm still too scared to tell me. Of course. They're still listening, you know. Use your hands. Alright. I start chaotically twirling my fingers with enthusiasm, forming complex shapes. You want me to tell you a bedtime story? Shh. And I was trying so hard here. Don't you get it? They'll hear you. Relax. Nobody can hear you. So, what do you say? I'd be happy to, but I have no idea how to tell them. Oh, it's incredibly easy. Just talk about something without stopping. Sounds silly, but it's not. And meaningless. You don't know what you're talking about. I know enough to realize that we'll just end up wasting time. Let's focus on something actually important. Boring. Fine. Close your eyes. And go to bed. Oh man, this one is much longer than the other one. I wake up on a wooden bench. In front of me lies a narrow, dimly lit alley. An awfully familiar road. Where could I have seen it? Finally. I hear a voice coming from the side. I turn around and see a boy with a weird expression on his face. Oh God. You're late. Who are you? The boy blinks in bewilderment. We're not going anywhere like this. Try again. Then he takes a very deep breath. You are late. I stare at him, confused. He stares back, also confused. I stare back, very confused. What the fuck's going on? Sorry? The boy nods, satisfied. See? Much better. Do you have a name? My name's Tresca. I give the brat an evaluating look. He's so young, yet already coming at me with questions like that. None of your business. And besides, will anyone tell me what I'm doing here? Hey, that's rude. It's not like there's somebody else here besides me. Haven't they told you anything? I know all there is to know, for one. About what? You're obligated to escort me to the store. Tresca says that and strikes a victory pose. No way, no way I'm doing that. You do understand that refusal is futile. Well, aren't you full of yourself? I'm serious. I'm not the one who decided that. Do you think I'm delighted with your company? He's weird, constantly shifting between happiness, sadness, loudness, silence. He's a wacko, and his name is stupid. Are we going or what? You can go, and I need to think. I'd be happy to, but I don't know the way. Tresca puts on a cunning smile. I bite my lower lip in frustration. I'll be honest with you. I don't like you. He simply bursts out laughing in reply. I do like you, though. Then he grabs my hand without hesitation. I don't even have time to retort. Lead the way. This is like a fucking nightmare dream. This is like a NyQuil dream. Our trip to the store went fine, if not for the fact that Tresca was walking way faster than me. And, on the other hand, at times he stopped abruptly and went backwards, studying the ground underneath his feet. In the end, the trip took a lot longer than it should. After reaching the store's door, we are greeted by a sign. We're closing in 20 minutes. Who had the bright idea to indicate their working hours in this way? They probably have special staff for this. Someone who runs a change sign every 5 minutes. It's convenient. Are you joking? Yeah. You're so annoying. It's much better than being boring. How old are you, by the way? None of your business. And what's your name? None of your business. I was ready to slap the living hell out of the brat, but a scary-looking man suddenly appeared behind the glass. He's holding a cardboard sign that says, "We're closing in 15 minutes. Let's go. What are you waiting for?" Huh? Oh, yeah. After another round of going across the long row of canned products, we realize that we're lost. I can't believe you don't know where they sell milk. Maybe we should ask somebody for directions. Sure. Hey, wait up. Tresca lets go of my hand and walks confidently toward one of the few store customers. That person is standing with their back to us, studying something on the shelf. Hello, I can't hear neither the second part of his question nor the reply he gets, but my good-for-nothing friend freezes in place, looking the customer straight in the eye. I hurry toward them. Is it yours? The customer talks to me. He speaks with disgust while wearing a scornful expression. Oh, God. If he's yours, please get him away from me. Yes, I'm sorry. I grab Tresca's hand and lead him away. He's still looking at the customer, his mouth ajar and eyes popped. He's also shaking. That's how it is when I talk to people, too. Oh, God. Sorry. Only when we turn around the corner, Tresca calms down. What was that? I got so scared, he said. What? No, not again. Suddenly, Tresca starts screaming like crazy. I cover his mouth with my hand. His face is burning. He's crying. Can you act normal? You don't understand. Of course I don't. I don't understand anything. Annoying other people is still wrong, though. This is something you don't understand, it seems. You're mean, Sniff. Who, me? Tresca pushes me away and runs off. What the fuck back here? Drat. At the edge of my vision, I see the store staff hang a new sign on the door. There you are. I meet Tresca at the cash register. Before that, I managed to visit the milk department after finding out where it was. Hey you, move. I hear an angry voice coming from the other side of a long queue that has formed after Tresca. I squeeze through toward him. What happened? The boy doesn't respond. He just looks at his feet and sniffs. The cashier towers over him. There's a bag of milk lying between them. Is he yours? Yes. Just leave him at home next time. People in the queue nod in agreement. Pay for the goods, please. Yes, of course. And the waiting fee. What? You heard me. I did, but that's unheard of. Just start giggling all of a sudden. And for the fact that your son is a retard, too. Oh, God. But, you heard me. You know what? In a fit of rage, I throw a banknote to the cashier, of much higher value than needed, even counting in all the stupid fees. Then grab a bag of milk and turn around on my heels. We're leaving, Tresca. Yeah, fuck that guy. Sorry for saying the word, it was just on the screen. We spend the whole trip back in silence. At some point, we end up turning right toward a gas station. There, Tresca finally breaks his silence. Do you like ice cream? No. Okay. I look at the boy's face. A light flickers in his eyes for a brief moment and then goes out. You know, he turns away from the path and walks straight toward the highway with determination. I stare at his back, confused. It seems like you're not helping me at all. A new playful light flickers in Tresca's eyes. Are you fucking serious? Oh, that's it? Okay. Well then. I'm not sure how I felt about that. I I don't know. I guess it was just okay. I loved it visually. But yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm more just confused on what the fuck I just experienced. It's like, yep, that's what it feels like talking to somebody who's going through it mentally. But I guess that's the best way of putting it. Yeah, they're going through it. I just. Yeah. I don't know. I wish I had something more insightful to say on that. I don't think I ever really do anything, but. That was just. Really fucking weird. Well, that was it. I hope you liked the experience. I I'm kind of confused on what the fuck just happened there, but take your meds. Don't not take your meds. If your meds are fucking you up, tell your doctor. If you feel like you have a shit doctor, get a different doctor. Even though it's hard. Life is hard. People are there to help. Shit sucks. Holy fuck. But it's late. I'm gonna go to bed. I hope you enjoyed the game. If you had a experience, if there was something that maybe I wasn't understanding, definitely let me know in the comments, because I'm always down to hear like an explanation about like what, in case I missed something. Like, I like to read reviews and stuff and see like, oh well, like what did they get out of it, and then maybe I can see like where they're coming from it. But for me, it was just felt like it was a little bit long for what it was. I know there's like multiple endings too, so maybe I just got like the worst ending, but yeah, it's just, it feels kind of abrupt that it ended like that. But uh yeah. Well, if you like this video, please like it, just comment, subscribe, do all the things that you need to do, and watch some of my other videos. If you like this one, I played the first one, if you somehow ended up going out of order on it. And yeah, I play other games. I try to have a video out almost every day. They're not like super long games. Like, I don't play anything that's like Yakuza. I mean, I love Yakuza, but I'm probably not going to play that for the channel because it's like 80 hours fucking long for each game. Like, I'm not going to make someone sit through that. And I try to stay more like indie games stuff. But if you have any games that you suggest, yeah, just let me know. And if you hate that I fucking read out the visual novel, if you don't like the sound of my voice, then I'm sorry. I like reading it though. It feels like I'm telling somebody a bedtime story or something. I don't know. Well, anyway, I hope you have a good day, good night, good whatever it is that you're doing. And bye. Have a nice night or whatever. Bye.